Hello children, today we are going to continue with chapter 5. Chapter 5 we are going to study about the properties of whole numbers. There are different properties. Let us start with the first property, which is closure property. The second property is commutative property. The third property is associative property. Fourth property is distributive property. Fifth property is identity. And sixth property is inverse. So don't worry, there are a lot of properties, but we are going to study all these properties in detail. So let us go into the first property, which is closure property. So if x and y are whole numbers, then x plus y is also a whole number. You might have studied in earlier classes what is a whole number. Whole numbers are numbers like 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. So let us go and see some examples. Example, 5 and 3 are whole numbers. So 5 plus 3 is equal to 8, which makes 8 also a whole number. So when two whole numbers are added, the result we get is also a whole number. Let us see another example. 4 and 0 are whole numbers, and 4 plus 0 is equal to 4. So 4 is also a whole number. The resultant sum of 4 and 0, which is 4, makes 4 also a whole number. Let us go into the next property. Commutative property. If x and y are whole numbers, x plus y is equal to y plus x. Let us see an example which will make you understand this property better. For example, 4 plus 3 is equal to 7. So let us change the order of both the numbers and let's see what we get. 3 plus 4 is equal to 7. Isn't it great? Let us take a bigger number and see if it's the same. If it works in the same way. Let us add 52 plus 27, which is equal to 79. Now let's reverse the order and check if we get the same sum. 27 plus 52 is equal to 79. See, it works in every way. Additive identity. What is identity? Identity is something which defines ourself. Like you wear identity cards so that we'll understand your identity. So numbers also have different identities. Let us see. For any whole number, x plus 0 is equal to x and 0 plus x is equal to x. So we understand that if any number is added with 0, the resultant is the number itself. Let us see an example. For example, 8 plus 0 is equal to 8 and 0 plus 8 is equal to 8. Let us see another example. If we take a bigger number, do we get the same thing? 52 plus 0 is equal to 52 and 0 plus 52 is equal to 52. So now we understand that if any number is added to 0, we get the same number as a result. Let us go into the next property, which is associative property. Association means forming groups. So let us take three whole numbers x, y and z. Now we are going to form groups of two numbers and then add it with the remaining number. We form a group of y and z and then we add it with x. This will be equal to when we form a group of y and x and then we add it with z. Let us see an example. For example, we take three numbers 6, 5 and 3. First we make a group of 5 and 6 and then we add it. Then we add the result with 3. Let us see what happens. 5 plus 6 is equal to 11, and then we add 11 with 3 and we get 14. In the next case, we take an association of 5 and 3 and then we add it with 6. 5 plus 3 is equal to 8 and then 8 plus 6 is equal to 14. Let us see another example. Now we are taking three whole numbers 8, 4 and 0. We form a group of 4 and 0, then we add it with 8. We get the result as 8. And then we add it with 4, which is equal to 12. In the next case, we form a group of 4 and 8 and then add it with 0. 4 plus 8 is equal to 12 and 12 plus 0 is equal to 12. Let us see the next property. Additive inverse. So don't worry if you don't know inverse. Inverse is just the negative of a number. For any whole number x, its additive inverse will be minus x, provided that minus x is also a whole number. So can you guess what is the inverse of 5? Let us take a whole number 5. The additive inverse of 5 is minus 5. Consider the whole number 20. Its additive inverse is minus 20. Can you guess what is the inverse of 0? Yes, you are correct. It is 0. 0 does not have any negative or positive. It remains unchanged.